Alright, so today we're going to be using this very broken gen regression build on the Doctor. So first of all you have overcharge, and basically whenever you kick a generator, this perk activates on it, and the next survivor that starts working on that gen gets a really hard skill check, and when they miss, they lose 40% of that gen progress instantly. But of course, this skill check isn't that small, so survivors are still able to hit it, but that's why we've got unnerving presence. So gens in our radius have a 60% smaller skill check zone. And basically these two perks make it so that the skill check is literally impossible to hit. And of course, because the unnerving presence only work while you're in the radius of that gen, we've got unforeseen. So when we kick a generator and put overcharge on it, then our Arterius also transfers onto this generator for the next 30 seconds, so if any survivor starts work on it, even if you're in the other side of the map, then they still get that impossible skill check. So every time we kick a generator, Arterius is transferred on that gen, then the survivor can start working on it and they get an impossible skill check that makes them lose 14% progress every single time. But of course, since we're playing the Doctor, we're also going to be using Merciless Storm, because why not make the survivors suffer even more? And also, can't forget the two best Doctor add-ons in the game. But yeah, that's basically the build. As you've seen in the video, it's actually broken, so let's just get straight into it. Alright, we have Lampkin Lane. This should be a pretty good map. But yeah, let's go to this side to try to find the survivors first. And I think I saw someone here already. And yeah, there's a Meg onto this pallet, so let me just shock her. And if I shock her now, then I'm pretty sure she can't drop the pallet, which means I can get the M1. And perfect, she shouldn't be able to run anywhere. And we got an M1 early on in the game. She didn't run too far either, so I think we can just catch up pretty soon. She's at this pallet though, but it's not too strong. And because of the range add-on, we can actually get her here, which allows us to get her over this area. So that's great. I would just pick her up, and the great thing about this build is I can use it on basically any killer. It's literally just 3 perks and it works so well. But yeah, let's go for this gen. They use Merciless and they missed the skill check because of, you know, how strong Doctor is. But yeah, we've got these two survivors in this area, and oh my god. Well, I guess I'll just use my static blast and then kick this gen, because after they start working on it, then they will definitely miss that skill check. Also, I am undetectable now, so we can probably just sneak up to this survivor. He did have sprint burst though, but that's fine because we can just go for that one over here. And that's great. They will probably start working on this gen sooner or later. And then, yeah, just like I said, they missed that skill check. So that's 14% lost already. Let me try to go for this guy, though. He did drop the pallet, so let me just kick it real quick. And yeah, he's not going to go for the unhook yet. So I'll just go for this survivor. And yeah, I got the M1, luckily. But yeah, he did just unhook her, so let me shock him. And I'm pretty sure he's dead. Like, if I'm correct, I don't think he makes it anywhere, so that's perfect. But yeah, that gen in May building unfortunately got popped, but there's nothing we can really do about that. It did take them quite a while, so I'm not complaining at all. And also, I'm pretty sure the Meg is over here, so I think we can catch up to her pretty quickly. She doesn't run far either, so if she doesn't drop this pallet. But yeah, let's just leave her alone. And also, Merciless just activated on this gen, so let's go back and kick it. And oh my god, there's 2 survivors here too. Head-on does take 3 seconds to activate, so unfortunately he didn't get it in time. But yeah, let's just quickly hook him, and then we can go back and kick this gen. But yeah, we found 3 survivors here, so let me just try to chase them. And oh my god, this guy just walked straight into me. And also, I'm pretty sure it's because I have no terror radius. Because of unforeseen, we got a quick sneak hit on him. But yeah, let's just try to get him around this loop. I will start shocking him before he can drop the pallet. And perfect, we can get him here because of that. So now, I'm pretty sure if they start working on that gen, then they will pretty much instantly lose that progress. And yeah, they literally missed that skill check right as I said that. And oh my god, they're missing skill check after skill check after skill check, which is pretty insane. And on top of that, we already, like, you know, kicked it before, so it lost some progress before that. But yeah, let's go back and kick it even more, so they lose even more progress. And also, I know there's a survivor at this locker, so let me just fake it out. And yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. Not sure what he was trying to achieve with that locker stun, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I see 2 survivors here, or at least like 1. So let me just go for that one with this Meg, and I'm pretty sure she's kind of dead quickly after that. Like, she can't go anywhere because we already like broke all the pallets in this area. So let me just get her with that one here, and then we can pick her up. And also, Merciless activated on that gen right there, like over in that part of the corner. But yeah, we're at 4 gens left with 1 survivor dead, so I think it proves how good this build really is. Let me just fake out this locker, and might as well just pick him up since he's not doing anything. And oh my god, there's a survivor here too. Let me just hook this guy over out this hook right next, and then we can go for him over here. But yeah, all the pallets on this side of the map are already broken, so there's not really any places he can go. Although there is 1 last pallet here, so let's just break it, and then he's pretty much cooked. Like, yeah, let's just use our static blast here. He'll fall over this window, and then we can get him shortly after. And yeah, I don't think he makes that pallet, and even if she drops it, then we can just shock him, and he's, you know, know, injured already. And also, because we have shock therapy, I can just do a little mind game, go around, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, so that's perfect. And yeah, after hooking him, let's just go find the David. That's already 2 survivors dead and 1 on a hook at 3 gens, by the way. Let me just use my static blast in case he is nearby. And oh my god, it seems like he is. He did get the unhook though, but we can just get him shortly after. He is the fervor survivor. This guy has, you know, immunity, so let's not go for him. But yeah, the David has nowhere to go, so let's just go for the one here. And he should be down shortly after, especially since the middle doesn't have any pallets. And yeah, he'll definitely vault that window, so he can just go around, and he's pretty much dead here. So that's great. Alright, let's go for the last survivor now. I'm not sure where he is, probably somewhere in the middle. And yeah, the David died on hook, so let's just go find Hatch. Oh, and I found him. That was a crazy pebble, by the way. I mean, I guess let's just mori him now. And yeah, since we got a 4K at 3 gens, I think it's safe to say that this build is pretty strong. But yeah, let's just get into the next game. Alright, we have the Yamaoka estate. This should be a pretty good map. But yeah, let's go find the survivors first. And I think I already know where they are because I hear this gen. And yeah, I can use my shock therapy from very far away because of the range add-ons. And because of that, we should be able to catch up to her pretty quickly. And if there was a pallet there, then yeah, as you can see on the left, there was. And because of that, you know, shock, we could have got her the M1 here. And yeah, I don't think she makes it anywhere, to be honest, because I don't see any pallets nearby. So we just get the M1 here and perfect. Let's get her onto a hook. And oh my god, someone's trying to get a flashlight safe, but they didn't get it in time, so that's unfortunate. Let me just go for them. They did get it at like the last moment, but you know, it didn't really help them. Let me just use my shock therapy, do a little mind game, and then we can get the M1 and perfect. And honestly, I don't think she makes that window because you can shock her from far away and nice. And yeah, she did blow the window from the inside and she did have life, so that's kind of unfortunate. But let's just shock her here, do a little mind game and break this gen, and then we should be able to get her. And yeah, because of that, she doesn't make it anywhere, so we get the down here. Okay, let's go find the other survivors now. And yeah, they popped 2 gens in time because I was chasing the other survivors. But now that I got these 2 out of the way, I can go patrol these gens. And also, we found the Dwight, so might as well go for the M1. And he doesn't seem too good, so might as well go for the shock here. And I think we should be able to catch up to him pretty quickly. And yeah, like I said, he's down here already. I don't think they have much progress on any other gens, so I think we're pretty safe for now. But let's just hook him onto this hook, and then we can go back and check up on these ones here. I'll use my static blast because I'm pretty sure these survivors are around this area. And nice, we can see both of them here. They're going to shag though, so I'll just follow up on them. The Fang is here actually, and she went right into me basically, so I can go for the M1. Like, her pathing was pretty bad, so because of that we could get the hit. And yeah, she doesn't really go that far. Like, she probably will find a pallet, but honestly, with our shock, we can just, you know, block her from dropping it, and perfect. I think we get her here because of that, and nice. And nobody can go for the flashlight save too because we're against the wall, so that's even better, even though they tried. But let's get her onto this hook right next, and we can go kick that gen because I'm pretty sure I had some progress on it, so I can get overcharge placed on it. And yeah, it has very little, but you know what? Might as well kick it. They are unhooking her though, but you know what? It's fine because there are 3 whole survivors in this area. So I'm pretty safe, and that was some interesting gameplay. She doesn't even make it anywhere. I mean, there's a survivor body blocking, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we'll just leave her alone because there are other survivors working on gens. And I'm pretty sure there's the injured one right behind this one too. She did have sprint burst, but honestly, she didn't get much distance. So I can probably get her. And yeah, that was a bad M1, but it was also bad pathing from her, so it didn't really matter too much. But yeah, I can see a survivor under that pallet. So you know what? I'll just go for her. She'll probably drop it sooner or later. And then we can just go for the M1, so perfect. We got her down, and then we can just get her to another hook. And there's one here too, so let me get her on top of this one real quick. And there's another survivor just going for the unhook right here too. So honestly, I can just get a quick M1, and then you can go back and kick that gen because it does have some progress on it. And yeah, she's even going to the direction of this gen, so she's kind of helping us out here. But let me just go back to those survivors that were just unhooked. And yeah, they didn't expect us coming because we were undetectable, so we can just go for an M1. I want to go for the UE, but this survivor is body blocking. But honestly, I think I can catch up to them pretty quickly anyways. Like, yeah, this UE has a pallet or whatever, but we can just use our shock, and she's dead already. It's just down after down, and they can't really do much about it. With those gen regression perks, it's just even stronger. But yeah, let's just hook onto this hook, and she's on 2nd stage. I'm pretty sure most of the survivors are on 2nd stage, so most of them should be dead after we hook them. Let me just use my static blast in case they're nearby. And yeah, like I suspected, they're on this side of the map. I will be just going for these ones here because they work on this gen. And I will kick it before going for the other survivors. And there's one here, so let me just start shocking her for her to get into 3rd stage. Just like this, and with her extra range, we can get it easily. And I'm pretty sure there's a survivor on this side, so let's just go for her. And nice, you can even see her behind the wall because of the 3rd stage light. So that's perfect. She does have life though, so she does get some distance. But honestly, she barely goes anywhere. All these survivors just do is body block. Oh my god. It gets annoying, but we can probably get her shortly after here anyways. So let me just start using my shock early on. So she has to go around, and then we can probably get her after she falls this window. Although there is a survivor in this bush, so I would just hit her before going for the other girl. And oh my god, she's kind of dead zoning herself, so I guess we can just go for her here. And I'm pretty sure she's also on deathing, so that's great. And yeah, this survivor is still trying to work on this gen, which is insane. But after we hook this Yui or this Fang, I'm not sure what his name is, then we can just go back and kick this gen. So we can put our build on top of it, so that would be pretty insane. And we're also undetectable now. One sad thing about static blast though is when you're undetectable, it literally doesn't work, so that's kind of a minus. But honestly, it's fine because of all the good stuff it does work too. But yeah, he went way too far, so let me just go back for that gen. And yeah, it's still regressing for some reason. But either way, someone just missed a merciless storm on this side of the map, so let's just go there. And I'm pretty sure the survivor is, yeah, over there. But let me just go for this one that's actually closer. And yeah, let me just put overcharge on this gen before they're able to pop it, and then we can probably like sneak over to this survivor. And yeah, oh my god, they're working on this gen, but with our undetectability we can surprise them. And perfect, merciless storm activated. Let me just use our static blast. He'll definitely drop this pallet, and with a little mind game we can get him here, so that's perfect. That gen has overcharge, and this one has you know, merciless storm on it, so everything is working out great. And yeah, they just missed the overcharge skill check, so we will be going to that gen after we hook this survivor under this hook. So let's just do that real quick. And yeah, they missed a second skill check too, but let me kick this gen before we go to that one, so you know, we can make sure that both of them don't pop. And I think I see a survivor here. Nice, I'm pretty sure she's around this corner. Let me just use our shock to get her to drop that pallet, and oh my god, that was pretty insane. Let me kick this gen again, so we become undetectable and put overcharge on it, and then we can go pick her up. And okay, there's only one survivor left. I mean, now it's the Dwight, but you know what I'm saying. There was one survivor that wasn't on a hook, and also both of these gens are now regressing, so we're pretty much in a safe space. I would use my static blast, but we are undetectable, yeah. And also, we do find the survivors here anyways because of her big ass tail, so pretty unfortunate for her. But we can just go for the M1 over here. She dropped the pallet, but you know, kind of too late. Let's use her static blast so she can't vault it. And nice, I think we can just get her here, so that will be pretty perfect. And yeah, she's also on death hook, so after we hook her, we can just go find Hatch. And yeah, let's go try to find the Dwight now. Oh, and nice, we find Hatch now. And also, I'm pretty sure I saw like a clone of the doctor there, which means that he's in the area. And yeah, you can find his scratch marks. And he's cooked because, you know, he has like literally nowhere to go. Oh, and he's playing a little song. But yeah, let's just marry him. But yeah, anyways, I think it's pretty safe to say that the build is strong. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!